Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Today we're going to be looking at the most brutal TikTok trend I've ever seen. It's called #women in male fields. Basically, it's women acting how men would act in relationships. It's basically girls exposing themselves as the worst people on earth, and we're just going to react to the worst of these. He sat at the end of my bed crying, saying I don't make him feel loved or appreciated, and I just sat on my phone and said, I don't know what you want me to say right now. Oh my god. This woman doesn't have a heart. He's sitting there crying. Just like, you know what? That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Sorry, love. Get off the bed. You're making me sheets feisty. The fact that she's put like sunglasses on and filmed this, is this in the back of an Uber or something? She was really feeling herself, ready to go out on the town and kiss a 3 out of 10. I feel like for each of these, we should work out if they're the arsehole or not, so let's do it. Play along at home. I cheated on him, and when he threatened to leave me, I punched a hole into the wall and started crying about my hamster dying 5 years ago. Oh, that's awful. But you know, it's not really relevant though, is it? Nobody cares about the hamster, love. Get over it. It was 5 years ago. Can you imagine being that guy? Like, you've been cheated on, and then they're the one crying about their hamster. I did it because Flux died, man. Like, I don't care about your bloody hamster, love. Did the hamster push shit into another man, did he? I doubt that, and if he did, get him on Britain's Got Talent. I've got a golden buzzer act right there. You are most definitely the arsehole. Instead of taking accountability for cheating, I cried about my dead grandparent who probably died before I was born. Oh my god, what are you doing, love? Why are people crying about things that has happened in the past after they've cheated? Your grandparent didn't make you cheat, and if they did, that's some incestual stuff that I feel like the guy got off kind of easy. Your grandparent's gonna be up there looking down going, why is she bringing me into this? I did not drink the tequila and the guy called Aaron, the first name in the baby book. So basic. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in these scenarios. Like, I can't imagine me being cheated on and then them crying and, you know, trauma dumping about a grandparent. I'd be like, wait, am I the asshole here? Was it something I did? Told him I wanted to focus on myself, then got with a new guy the next week. Oh, God, women, what are yous doing? I was rooting for yous. I was all this. You know, women power, take it back. Take it back. It's going back in the pocket. Right, that's not coming out until I'm convinced otherwise. You're not allowed to act like men. You've got to be better than men. You've got to be better than us. That's the rules, isn't it? That is actually heartbreaking, though. Like, I wish people were just honest. Like, you know what? I just don't fancy it. I don't see a future with you. Not like I want to focus on myself. Oh, it's the same. It's not me, it's you. No, it's not you, it's me. That's trauma coming out. It's not you, it's me. It's stuff I've got to work on, honestly. I feel like I just need to focus on myself for a little bit. Do you, love? Do you? This is such a funny video. A-hole. Do you know what? I could never trust girls after. I remember my dad had a girlfriend when I was younger, and she told me that girls never pooped. And ever since, like, I believed that until like year 8, like, genuinely. And she just lied straight to my face. I was like, why would she do that? That gave me trust issues. Do girls poop? They do, don't they? I feel like they do. Girls, kiss him on the forehead, play with his hair, tell him you see yourself having kids, then tell him you don't want anything serious. What? It's getting deeper, guys. It's getting so deep right now. Girls! What happened? Somewhere along the line, he decided to turn evil. What happened? Girls are like saying, I love this trend so much. I genuinely thought it was people, like, I thought the girls were like cosplaying as the boy that did it to them. But apparently it's not. This is actually stuff that girls have done. I think it's when they're in their like villain arc. You know, like whenever you get really hurt and you're like, you know what, I don't care about anyone. I don't even care about myself. Leaving him on red for a week and then responding, where are you going dressed like that without me? To his story. That's such a guy thing to say, though. You know, if you wanted to be passive-aggressive, that's the perfect thing to send someone. Where you going with them Alexander McQueen's on? Trying to prove that you're 2 inches taller without me, are you? Flirting with random girls. Oh, you whore. I bet they're on finance as well. You're telling those little girls in the club that your shoes are on finance, are you? Doubt it. When he catches me in a lie and I hit him with, believe what you want. Oh, I've got a master gaslighter here, guys. Someone who's clocked the system, been through all the gaslighting badges. Well, if that's what you want to believe, you just believe that. Right, I can't change your mind. I'm sorry you feel that way. It's perfect. Play with their mind. A-hole. I haven't found one that isn't an a-hole yet. Me, after breaking up with him randomly because I need time on my own to then immediately get with the person he was insecure about the whole relationship. Oh my god. This is not even a-hole. This is like double a-hole. You've got piles coming out of it. Look, I can't even speak. I'm so angry. Like, not even if you got with one of his friends, like, that's like brutal enough, but getting with the person that you didn't want him to. Oh, you just know that guy's in like such a villain arc right now. He's like in his winter arc, you know, hood up, take It's not a react video without a voice break. That's just the rules, guys. You signed up for this. And I hit him with, yes, my baby daddy lives with me because we are just roommates. Swear. We do it for the kids. But baby, I'll see you before I go to work. Oh my. That's like a new level of like, oh my lord, what? You know, I'm a pretty relaxed person in a relationship. You know, I would consider myself fairly chill. But I feel like this would overstep my boundaries. Like, imagine if you don't even living together and she's living with like her ex who she has a baby with. That's just something I don't want to get myself involved in. That's just something I'm like, you know what? You're really nice, but I don't feel like I'm ready for this type of hurt to hit me. I can see how this ends, and it's not pretty. When I started dating a guy 10 years younger so I could mold him into my perfect partner, convince him he should only listen to me, and shut down his feelings by blaming his friends for being a bad influence. What is this? That's not a relationship. You've just scouted like a talent. Play with people in the first team, not the academy. This one I feel like she actually is taking the out of men. I don't feel like, surely she wouldn't admit this on the timeline like this so openly with her face in it. This has got to be what a man has done to her. This is where it's kind of tricky, because I believe some of them are what girls have actually done, but some of them I believe it's happened to girls. So I'm gonna say she's not the arsehole for that one. Saw him wearing a Barcelona FC hat and asked him to name 3 players. Oh, you've got a Barcelona hat on, have you? Explain the offside rule. Oh, do you like football, do you? Name the 3 top scorers in 1912. Oh, you don't know, do you? Oh, well, you don't really like football then, do you? Just doing it for attention. Got you. If she's actually said this to a guy, that's kind of iconic, to be fair. That's kind of powerful. I can't rate that. That's one thing that I never get why guys do that. It's always Twitter. It's always like someone called like Sexy Salah on Twitter. If like a girl shows interest in football, he's like, actually, I just don't get this. Why are you doing this for attention? You're doing this for male validation. Girls can't like football. We all know this. The guy just confessed his feelings to me, and I said, what do you want me to say? So brutal. But you love me. Well, what am I meant to say to that? What, you want me to say I love you back? You think you're worthy of that? I think you're worthy of my love. Get out of here. I've got a Metallica t-shirt on. You're not getting close to me. A-hole. Telling this guy that I like him while I still miss and love my ex. That is not the one. That's not the way to play the game. Don't get with someone else when you're still in love with your ex. You've got to heal from that relationship. Don't do that to somebody. You've got to heal as much as you can and then get into your next relationship when you feel ready. Don't just jump into another one. I don't know how many more of these I can do. A-hole. I don't care if you've stuck your tongue out to be quirky. That doesn't defeat anything. When he was crying himself to sleep because I cheated on him, so I told him if he was gonna cry to do it quieter. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. You raised by Satan, love. See, this one has to be one where she's taking the piss out of a guy, sure. Like, I just can't imagine that you'd put this on your own TikTok with your name attached to it. This is just brutal. No matter who did this. What? Like, telling them to be quieter? 2 months into dating, I invited him as a +1 to my bestie's wedding in Italy. He was buzzing. A week later, I told him this is moving too fast and I need space. You know, you invite someone as a +1 to a wedding, that's a huge thing. And it's also kind of bad on your friends who the wedding is. Like, they don't want their wedding photos to have, like, a situationship in them. If it's my wedding and one of my mates has started seeing someone and they'd only been speaking for 2 months, I'd be like, how serious is this? Because these photos are going to be, this is like our life. Like, I'm going to be with this woman for my life. Is this woman going to be with you for life? Because if she's not, I don't want her in the photos. And the same with the guy, I don't want him in the photos. Or if he is, put him on the end so we can just cut him off. Do you know what I mean? Is that toxic from me? Maybe I'm the a-hole. These are like very special photos to me. So not only have they been horrible to the person they've brought, but their friends. This is just a horrendous person. Sorry to put you through this. A-hole. Haven't texted him back, just liked his story. Oh. See, this one doesn't seem as brutal, but it is, because you're on your phone. Like, just reply to the message. What, you've liked my story? You clearly are acknowledging my existence. But why just with the like of a story? Can you not be asked to message me? This was just playing with my mind right now. What are you doing? Am I not, like, entertaining enough to get a reply from? I might not be not. That might be the... Wow. Okay, I've just figured something out. Also, like, I want to ask you this question. Is liking someone's story, like, flirting? Like, is that seen as, like, I don't know, like, is that seen as like a thing? Because obviously I'm in a relationship, like, I'm not like liking random people's stories unless they're like my friends. Is that like a sign? If you like someone's story, are you like, I want to shag you, I want you in my bed right now? Is that what it is? People are finding different ways to be horny, guys. It's getting out of hand. Someone needs to put a lid on it. When he brings up something I lied about a day ago, so I tell him we can't move forward if you keep living in the past. You said you didn't cheat on us. I've just saw someone say that you did. Oh, well, I can't be with someone that's constantly living in the past. Look into the future, right? That's where we're heading, not where we've been. Honestly, you sometimes... It's hard living with you. Why would I want to be with someone that's always looking in the rear view mirrors, not the front mirror? You need to fix up, love, honestly. The more I watch of these, the more I think that a lot of women are kind of taking the piss out of what guys have said to them.
Well, no fucking shit.
Although I do think some of the girls that have posted these TikToks have said it themselves, but it's just hilarious either way. Asking him if he's yet, knowing very well he hasn't, and that I'm not going to let him. Oh, this one's out of order. What are you doing, love? I'm not going to let him. I'll put my finger on that hole, thank you very much. Nothing's coming out of there, my friend. Keep it in. Surely this has got to be one where the girl has done it to the guy. Surely a guy wouldn't, like, would oh my lord. People are evil. Sorry, I'm not gonna let you come. No coming in this household. Not under my roof. When you move out, that's fine. When he's explaining why he's upset and I hit him with, why are you still talking to me if I'm such a horrible person? The more I watch of like different TikToks, especially relationship TikToks, the more I realise that like gaslighting is just kind of normal in terms of like, it seems like everybody just gaslights. It's like we're living in just a society of gaslighters, just invalidating feelings. What, you're criticising me? Oh, well, I just must be the worst person in the world. Why are you even with me? God, how do you even fancy someone that's so awful? Honestly, it's a reflection on you, isn't it? Wouldn't you say? Always looking for the negatives. Yeah, I know I shagged your mother, but aren't you just happy that I'm spending time with her? Isn't that what you wanted? When I finish and then kiss them on the forehead and say, you should probably get going. I have work in the... Ow, ow, ow. This one hurt in a lot of regions. So basically they slept with you, or you slept with them if you did this. And then when you finished, like what happened? Like did they just tap you? Just, come on now. Come on, Sai. Right, time for you to go. Right, you've had your fun now. Go on. I'll see you out. You're built to catch the last bus if you're quick. The thing is, I know someone who used to like do this, and it made me feel uncomfortable. And I used to think, oh my god, that's so like transactional. That would like crush me inside if someone did this to me. I'd be like, oh, okay. Nice knowing you. Anyway, I'm gonna block you on everything. When he caught me with another man, so I'm hitting him with, I didn't know you want us to be exclusive. People have been through a lot of trauma, haven't they, guys? How's anyone happy? Is everyone just trying to hurt everyone these days? Is that the first thing you can say? Like someone you're speaking to somehow walks in on you with someone else and you go, what, you? Oh, was this? Were we a thing? I know I met your parents and like we've had Christmas dinner, but you didn't. Oh, my bad. Can you get off, please? Thank you very much. Right, time to go. Get off. Told him I thought about buying him flowers today. This one's definitely something a guy said. This is hilarious. Oh, well, it's the thought that counts. That's the main thing, guys, right? If your boyfriend says, I thought about doing something nice for you today, take that as a compliment, right? That's better than them doing the actual thing. You don't actually want them to buy you flowers, do you? You don't want them to take money out of their account for you, like £5 out of their account from Morrison's for you. You don't want that, right? You're a nice person. The thought. Everything's in the thought. When he asks, what should we do? And I answer, want to come to my house and watch a movie? And then I don't know what we say. Oh, the more I watch these, the more I'm like, yeah, guy, this is such a guy thing. You want to go on a date? No, actually, I think you should just come to my house and then we can watch Netflix and then I don't know where the night's gonna go. I feel like that's an instant ick, isn't it? Like, as a first date, if you're like, oh, do you want to go somewhere? And they're like, do you want to just come around to mine? Like, unless you're like, you know, young, like young. That's fair enough. But when you're like an adult, I feel like that's like a little bit, because you know, there's only really one thing that they want. We all know what that is, right? To build a Lego set. So many whores these days. Don't want to build your Millennium Falcon. Leave me alone. When I cheat on him, but I tell him it's okay because I was thinking of him the entire time. There's no way someone's actually said this. I refuse to believe this was an actual human being. The low self-esteem of myself tells me that I would be like, okay, that's fine, as long as you were thinking of me. I'd just be like, well, why didn't you just actually, you know, have sex with me? Why did you have to do it with someone else? Like, instead of thinking of me, you could have actually have done it with me. How about that? The real thing. Guys, what is going on? You know, for someone to actually think that this is like a solid reason for the in their own head to think that the person would be okay with this, that is brutal. That's probably the most brutal one we've had yet. That is awful. When she tried to hit you with the hashtag women in male fields attitude, but you've already slayed her sister 3 years ago. You'd use the word slayed? What is she, a dragon? You're like Shrek trying to rescue Princess Fiona? What do you mean you slayed her? On God, sister, this sword's going right up your bottom. You're writing passive-aggressive TikToks about me? Well, I slayed your sister. How about that one? Nothing passive-aggressive about that, just aggressive. Guys, look your sister's up. The sister slayer's on the loose and he's got no remorse for anybody. When he accuses me of cheating because he saw inappropriate messages on my phone and I say, it's not like that. Oh, God, love. Get the holy water on you. Oh, I know that I texted her that I wanted to terrorize her butthole, but I didn't mean it like that. It was in a friendly way. Not in a kinky way, a friendly way. I was just concerned for her, that's all. What is this video? I've enjoyed it though, guys. If you would like to see me do a video that is very similar to this one, click this video here. And if you want me to make a part 2 of this video, 3,000 likes, and I'll do it, and I'll see you in the next one.
Kirkham, baby.